I got some more butt injections removed.
It's stinking. A year into the process, you might have some, like, it could be your crotch. I don't think it's the BBL itself. It might be a wound or one of the holes. To which I would say go to your nearest hospital immediately because it's probably rotting.
So Cardi B is getting mad over pics that were took of her while she was performing at Coachella and were posted on Getty, and she did not like it. And she actually requested and paid, I don't know who, to just remove these pics because we see so much details about her body and it's looking exposed. And this is another pic, and there's a lot of other pictures. And she actually said that someone edited these pics and they were not real. But how could it be edited if it's posted on Getty? Like, I don't understand. And I'm not body shaming nobody. Like, you know, she looks good the way she looks. But also people got videos of her. So I don't know if this is real or this is fake. Because normally Getty just like take the pics and just post it the way they are. But now they did remove them after she requested, and they posted another pics of her, like I feel like more from the front and not from the back to not see what's going on in the back. But tell me what the guys think in the comments.
Getting a BBL when you're broke is what's causing BBL smell. You think a BBL is just the price for the surgery. Those massages after are very important. I did a massage like every day for 2 months. When you get surgery, you have to drain out those fluids. Those massages drain you. And then you need to detox. Some of you just don't care. Some of you are too broke. They praise thick girls. They praise thighs, they praise all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to just be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna walk around my flat ass. No. Some of y'all happy with it, that's great, but that just wasn't me when I was young.
Welcome back to Fame Vibe. This time, we're diving into someone's behind, literally. Cardi B popped out like she just left the Build-A-Body factory, and the internet exploded. People were out here clutching their wigs, zooming in like her backside was hiding secret messages or something. No joke. When she showed up, the crowd didn't cheer, they froze. And not because it was snatched. It was because her BBL had folks thinking of a melting candle. Wild, right? Let's talk facts. Ever since things fizzled out between her and Offset, Cardi's been on this full-on solo glow-up mission. First, it was the whole I'm independent soft launch. Then suddenly, bam, new jawline, tightened nose, sharper chin, and something real different going on from the waist down. Her body's been changing quicker than a face filter on overdrive. And Coachella? That was supposed to be her I'm back on top moment. But instead, people were asking if her BBL came with a deflation switch. It was moving like it had its own little attitude. And that outfit? It was hanging on for dear life. The comment section went nuts. Folks saying it looked like she was sitting on 2 lava lamps. People were cracking jokes before she even opened her mouth. One fan even said her silhouette had enough presence to headline its own Coachella stage. Now, let's be real. Nobody's hating on cosmetic work. Cardi's been honest about her surgeries from day one. But lately, every time she hops on IG Live, the transformations got folks scratching their heads.
That if you're young, if you're 19, if you're 20, if you're 21, and sometimes you're too skinny, and you be like, oh my God, I don't got enough fat to put on my ass and everything, so you resort to shots, don't do it. Like, I am super, 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 super against. After I gave birth to my son, my was huge. And the reason why my ass was so huge, because I almost gained 20, and you already know my ass already has in ass shots. In August, I did surgery because a lot of people thought that as soon as I gave birth, I got my body done. No, I didn't. In August, I did surgery and I removed 95% of my bowel perimeter. But of course, right, they took it out of me, but they still had to shape my butt because they took a lot of shots out. So my butt is a little fluffy.
Her face keeps shifting. Skin pulled tighter, curves switching up weekly. It's like a new version of her drops every few days. Fans ain't mad, but they're getting worried. She's officially on that Lil' Kim 2. 0 track. And when someone called it out, Cardi snapped back real quick with a mind your business. But let's be real, when you've got 100 million people watching your every move, it is everybody's business, like it or not. But this ain't just about looks anymore. People are feeling a whole vibe shift. Like, what's really going on? Why this sudden overload of glam, curves, and attitude? Some say she's trying to shift focus from the Offset breakup drama. Others think she's just racing to stay ahead of the next crop of it girls coming for her throne. Whatever the reason, that Coachella moment, yeah, it wasn't the slay she wanted.
It was more like a stage dive into chaos.
Now the tea's all over the place, like someone knocked over the whole pot. Because that backside situation? Folks saying it needs a GoFundMe. Fast. And listen, it ain't even just about how she looked. People who were right there near the VIP section at Coachella said things got straight up uncomfortable. One person claimed the whole air around her crew changed the second they started twerking. It was like a weather shift hit the space. Like, that wasn't giving body odie. It was giving bacteria, bacteria, bacteria. No cap. I wish this was just internet shade, but no, this came from people who were actually there. One person said it felt humid back there, like steam was trying to break free from under the spotlight. Folks weren't just watching, they were breathing in whatever was happening. And they're still talking about it.
Phew.
Let's get into that moment that broke the internet. Cardi was chilling in VIP, like she just relaunched her OnlyFans, trying to throw it back like it was 2018 again. But something was way off. One girl on X said she looked like she was about to tip over like a bar stool with one leg. Another dragged her saying her hips and rhythm were in 2 different time zones. And honestly, they weren't lying. It was like her left side hit pause while her right side was still trying to catch the beat. The wildest part? Cardi was all smiles like nothing was happening. She was cheesing hard like everything's fine. Meanwhile, folks were side-eyeing and pulling out their phones like, nah, we need receipts. That smile? It was screaming, I'm okay, really. But her body language was hollering, somebody help me. The whole room felt tense, like the vibe was off. Real uncomfortable. And her BBL? Baby, it looked like it was running on weak Wi-Fi. Like it was buffering mid-performance. And let's not act like we didn't see the signs. This been building ever since whispers started about Offset really being out the picture for good. Cardi's been moving like she's fresh out the plastic parts warehouse. She's been stepping out with that reboot energy, like she's rebranding herself into some kind of glam doll. That new chin, ultra-sculpted nose, super snatched cheeks, glossed up like she's in a wax museum. Waistline, you gotta squint just to find it. And those hips? People say they look like they got stuffed fresh out the deep fryer at the state fair. It's not shade, it's just what people saw.
And now?
The whole timeline's in shambles. People been whispering for a while now that Cardi's in her revenge body era. But if this is revenge, baby, it's not giving fine and unbothered. It's giving glitchy reboot trying to load. And the harder she pushes this whole comeback tour vibe, the louder the crowd's asking, is this a glow-up or a full-on identity crisis? Let's not sugarcoat it. This ain't shade. It's real concern. Cardi used to roll through like a Bronx queen. Confidence on 100, brushing off haters like they were lint on her sleeve.
But now?
It's giving please tell me I still got it vibes.
Real or natural?
I prefer natural.
Thank you. That's what I'm talking about, man. I be telling these females, man, they tripping, man.
It's BBLs ain't what y'all think it is. First of all, the bigger it is, the harder it is to keep clean.
Sis moving like she's trying to earn clout instead of just living her life. And let's keep it very real. Every time a dude plays her, she don't hit the studio. She hits the surgeon's office. Like, girl, we get it. Offset broke your heart. But you don't need to rebuild your whole body like it's a Lego set. Every time he sends a cryptic tweet, we miss the Cardi that used to clap back with bars, not the one turning into a meme in a latex bodysuit that looked one bounce away from tapping out. Allegedly, of course. Now let's talk about that bar moment that had the timeline straight up gagging, probably harder than Cardi's PR team. She rolled up deep with her full BBL battalion. Thick girls, thick energy, and even thicker egos. They had one mission: twerk and steal the spotlight. And they did. Just not in the way they planned. Somebody hit record and boom, the internet lit up like Times Square on New Year's. But instead of praises, it was all jokes, rewinds, and side eyes. The whole squad pulled up like it was their world tour. But the crowd just saw confusion wrapped in bodycon. That clip blew up. But plot twist, nobody was talking about the choreography. The only thing spinning faster than Cardi's moves was the comment section. And baby, it was wild. Folks weren't clocking the dance. They were clocking the smell. Allegedly, one person tweeted that it smelled like hot Velveeta cheese mixed with Sephora setting spray. Another said it was giving high school gym locker after double PE. Not even a little shade. That's a full eclipse. Now look, I wasn't there. So for legal reasons, let's stamp it with allegedly. But when the internet got more to say about the air quality than your look or your moves. Yeah, sis, it might be time to figure out what's really going on behind the glam squad. 'Cause that ain't ambience. That's ammonia. And when people start comparing your vibe to expired cheese and body mist,
Phew.
that ain't luxury. That's a low point. After that whole Coachella moment had the streets whispering loud, Cardi jumped on IG Live. And y'all, the internet is wildin' out again. Cardi B just performed live on stage, and instead of her bars or her booty-shaking skills going viral, it was something else entirely. Something people claimed they could smell through the screen. Yep. Fans are out here saying Cardi B's BBL was stankin' on stage, and baby, the memes? The tweets? The reactions? Unhinged. Insert TikTok reactions, memes, zoom-ins, this right here. Might be one of the most bizarre moments in celebrity internet drama, and trust me, that bar is high. So, what really happened? Is there even a shred of truth? Or are we watching the internet tear a woman apart over a rumor they basically invented? Part 1. Who is Cardi B? For 100 words, we all know Cardi B, the Bronx queen who took over the rap game with her unfiltered personality, infectious tracks, and let's be real, that unforgettable occur. From stripper to Grammy winner, Cardi's rise has been anything but ordinary. She's known for owning her body, her voice, and her past, and that includes being totally transparent about her plastic surgery. But when you live in the spotlight, everything, even your sweat glands, apparently becomes public business. Part 2. The performance that sparked it all. 500 words. It all started at insert concert or festival name, e.g., Rolling Loud, Coachella, etc. Cardi took the stage, looking snatched as usual in a skin-tight outfit. She was twerking, flipping her hair, owning the stage. But somewhere between the twerk and the mic drop, fans started saying the unthinkable. Social media lit up with comments like, "Why does it look like you could smell her through the screen? Someone spray some Febreze on that BBL. It's not giving fresh." Insert montage of tweets, TikToks, Reddit posts. Let's be clear, there's no footage that confirms anything. But that didn't stop people from running wild. Part 3. Fan reactions and viral hysteria. 600 words. This rumor exploded like wildfire. TikTokers made parody skits of fans passing out near the stage. Twitter users debated whether the BBL scent is a known thing. Some claimed it was just the lighting and sweat. Others? They were convinced it was something deeper. Even bigger platforms chimed in. Podcasts, celebrity blogs, and commentary YouTubers jumped on the bandwagon. This wasn't just about body odor. This became about BBL culture, about celebrity hygiene, about women's bodies being constantly scrutinized. Part 4. Let's talk BBL. 600 words. Now, pause. Let's actually talk about BBLs. The Brazilian butt lift isn't just a surgery. It's a whole cultural phenomenon. Celebrities from Kim Kardashian to Cardi B have admitted or been accused of getting one. But here's what they don't tell you. BBLs require real maintenance. Infections can happen. Hygiene can be tricky post-op. And yes, if not cared for properly, odor issues can occur, but here's the key question. Does having a BBL automatically mean you're going to stink on stage? Not really. Part 5. Real talk. Was this misogyny in disguise? 800 words. This stank rumor wasn't just about Cardi. It exposed how quickly the internet turns against female celebs, especially Black and Latino women. over their bodies. Let's not act like we didn't see people go from praising her to shaming her in under 24 hours. People joked, but let's be honest, this was vicious. Tweets about her being unclean, unsanitary, even calling her radioactive. Would this happen to a male rapper with a dad bod? Would this happen to Harry Styles if he sweated on stage? Probably not. Part 6. Cardi's response, or lack thereof. 400 words. Interestingly, Cardi B didn't directly respond to the accusations. But she did post a shady Instagram story the next day. A mirror selfie with a caption, "Fresh like I just stepped out the dryer." Was it a clapback? You bet. Some fans say silence is power. Others think she should have addressed it directly to shut it down. Part 7. What other celeb said? 400 words. Nicki stans ran wild with this rumor, but no A-lister really commented. However, some influencers defended Cardi. One TikToker said, "Y'all ever been on stage for 90 minutes under lights? You'd smell too." Even Lizzo went live, coincidentally or not, and talked about body shaming, calling it 2025's most recycled hate trend. Part 8. The science behind odor and sweat. 500 words. Let's break it down scientifically. Sweat itself doesn't smell. It's the bacteria that mixes with sweat that creates odor. Under stage lights, with synthetic fabrics and hours of dancing, anyone can end up musty. BBL patients may experience temporary complications, but nothing long-term that causes stage stink, unless there's an infection, and Cardi's clearly not walking around with one. Part 9. The obsession with celebrity hygiene. 500 words. Why are we obsessed with celebrity smells? From Doja Cat to Megan Fox, fans constantly speculate about how stars smell, and 90% of the time, it's used as a diss. It's almost like hygiene has become a new way to shame, especially for women. Cardi's just the latest example. Part 10. The verdict. Did her BBL really stink? 500 words. So, did Cardi B's BBL really stink?